So we're just about ready to go here for game number 2 of the championship finals. And the tap's controlled by the Hurricanes. Inside to Dixon. Dixon, the desperation shot no good. The putback is good for Kyle Hunt. So a good start right off the bat. Control inside to Hunt.
Size mismatch. Got a smaller Williamson on him.
Friesens for 3. Good. Bang! And he connects from second attempts no good. Rebounds controlled by Ward. Lightning now looking to attack. Coming back the other way. And Stephen Maxwell with the finish in transition. The Friesen swings at the Clinkscales. Looking inside the Hunt. Hunt trying to take Maxwell off the dribble. Little height differential there. A little bit of a mismatch as Stephen Maxwell.
He wanted that one.
Now he's going to get some wide open looks. He's got to knock them down though.
Sure.
Ward inside the Scott, and Scott finishes.
I don't know how Akeem Scott got that one off.
The small 7-6 now. Hurricanes lead. Just over 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. Hunt once again.
Great move.
And Hunt is once again effective. Continuing to be very aggressive. The smallest man on the court. Ward fires. Shots good. Bang, and he connects.
The Ottawa Gigi, the former Ottawa Gigi from downtown.
Sweet stroke by Warren Ward. And we're all and Clinkscales answers back with the left hand. Strong Hurricanes. Inside the Hunt. Kicked around.
On the floor, right?
Friesen comes up with it.
On the floor.
Dixon with the easy bucket.
That's the hustle and grind we want to see. Joel Friesen on the floor, sacrificing himself for the hoop to get to his teammates.
So the 50-50 balls that we see.
Wow.
Oh, beautiful alley-oop feed by Ward.
That intensity sustained inside.
The 6th man of the year. Williamson, easy bucket and reverse layup. A lot of those easy buckets in the early.
And backdoor, found the easy lay-in for Ryan Anderson.
Clinkscales attacking the rim with the floater. Can't get it to go. Rebounds there by Glover. Through the contact and one. And he'll. One of the matchups that we're going to have to take a close look at tonight is the guard play between these two teams. Clinkscales once again.
And we've seen him do that again. You know what? He did that last. Keeps that ball active, that dribble alive, and there you go. A guy that's been quiet so far is Akeem Wright. We saw him go off.
Scott fires and bang, he connects.
We saw Akeem Wright go off.
Basketball. Looking for the screen, splits the defense, inside, back outside. Horton fires and bang, he connects for 3.
He definitely did. Good road.
Billy White sporting
That's it.
that protective gear on the face will check in for the first time.
I almost didn't recognize him.
And a beautiful feed on the inbound.
Great play call. That'll get him going.
And it couldn't have been an easier one.
No. Ed Horton's feeling it.
Fires for 3.
Why not?
Bang.
Why not?
Connects once again.
Why not?
Ed Horton.
Himself going early.
Corey. Hesitate. Trying to back down Johnson. Nice fake spin.
With the dream shake.
Beautiful spin move and finger roll at the rim. Nick is Billy White. Something that we didn't see a lot last night in game number 1 by the Hurricanes.
The mask doesn't seem to be bothering Mr. White at all. And Justin Johnson with the finish.
As you mentioned, Johnson getting into the act, driving to the rim.
He needed that one. He needed that one.
And Horton once again answering, coming right back with the down. Horton looking for a screen by Glover. Swings it to Johnson now. Johnson surveying. He'll attack the rim on a Corey. Draws the contact and fights through the contact.
That's it.
Anderson will inbound the ball for the Lightning. Back to Anderson. He fires and he connects.
Ryan Anderson from downtown.
Anderson knocking Johnson. Closely guarded by a Corey. Swings at the Friesen. Friesen looking for the screen, but he goes left. Driving hard and finishes at the rim.
Again. More of that attacking, more of that down low. Nickel Corey's got Mike Glover now.
As the Lightning are in a 2-3 matchup zone, and Justin Johnson beats it with the mid-range jump. Session to start the second quarter here. Right. The Capers. Back to Corey. Corey fires, and he connects from downtown. As Nico shooting 75%, going 9 for 12. A key in game number 1. Friesen fires.
Joe Friesen likes that spot.
Bang! He connects. Right. Back outside the Scott. Scott beats Johnson off the dribble and a nice finish at the rim.
Again, the way he could.
40-39. Johnson trying to go inside. Bennerman fires for three, no good.
Wow.
And a good box-out clear-out, if you may.
Mike Glover.
Johnson behind the back to elude Williamson momentarily. Johnson again putting pressure on Williamson. Step back jumper.
He's feeling it. Double Friesen.
Friesen tried to turn it over. Ward corrals it.
London's able to regroup. They got 10 on the shot clock.
Ward rises, fires, and he hits. Another mid-range jump. Teams first. Johnson now swings at the Friesen. Friesen fires and bang, and he connects.
Friesen.
All the way from Digby, Nova Scotia.
That's his third on the night, and he's being aggressive and making.
And coming right back and answering for the Lightning.
Isn't
He gets to the rim quite easily. Once again, he finishes with ease. And inside, a nice feed.
The catch.
Bodies almost look the same.
I'm your wingman, buddy. I'm your wingman. I got your back. I got your back. Shane Gibson. That's what he needs. That's what he needed.
And he connects. He fires. Shots no good.
In and out.
Rebound by Scott. Scott racing back up the court. Gives it to Maxwell and finishing at the rim.
You know, when Stephen Maxwell went up.
Dixon.
Stand your ground, hands straight up. That's the way to do it.
Shane Gibson now. Fires. Bang! And he connects once again.
He's got to be feeling good about himself.
So Gibson starting to heat up here. And
wow!
The emphatic two-hand feed. Pocket pass inside the lane as Stephen Maxwell rises above the defense. And Gibson answers on the other end.
Shades of Akeem Scott.
Lead for the Hurricanes. Okori rises. He fires.
It's picking up again.
And he connects for three. So Nick Okori once again knocking down another triple. Both of these teams shooting the lights out here.
Speaking of shooting the lights out.
Bang again.
Uh-oh.
Johnson cutting him off. Okori now. Swings it to Horton. Horton from deep.
Why not?
And bang, he
Why
connects.
Not? Why not?
From Oshawaller. Scott, double teamed by Maxwell. Kick back out to Johnson. Back to Clint Scales. Clint Scales knifing inside.
Wow.
And Clint Scales finishing with the left hand off the window. Looking for a screen. Johnson trying to knife his way in. Swings it to Clint Scales. Clint Scales swings it back inside to Dixon. And Dixon pulls his way to the rim. Draws it at the rim, Rebound by Hunt. Coming back the other way are the Canes. Wow. Nice feed by Clint Scales, and Hunt beating his defender up the floor with the ease. Continuing the strong play. Had 9 in the first 24. Now he has 11 on the night. Ward, the nice move and contact finish in the third quarter with 10:53 left. Hunt swings it to Friesen. Friesen fires. Bang! And he connects from downtown. Closely guarded by Williamson. Hunt now inside on the smaller man, Maxwell. Bullies his way and finishes with the right hand.
From their last round, and the London people let me know that that they just won. Well, that says that the London's pretty darn special as well as you know.
Over by Gibson as Maxwell steps in that lane. Scott fires. Bang, and he connects. Akeem Scott from undersized power forward, but don't let that height fool you. That guy can get off the floor with the quick.
He's a wicked matchup. It's first time Billy's looked comfortable shooting.
And the aforementioned Wright will go to the bench. Gibson fires. Bang, and he connects. Shane Gibson continuing to light it up in the hot shooting from beyond the arc. And Williamson answers on the other end for the Lightning. The Hurricanes shooting much better than they did in game number 1. Leading this game 83-74. And fires for 3, and that's Horton once again.
About 65 to 75 school visits per team this year. I think the Moncton Miracles had over 100. It was incredible. And that's impacting them.
And extends the lead to 86-77 now. Okori fires. Off-balance shot's no good, but Williamson's there to bail him out with the putback.
Man, Garrett
German swings it to Clint Scales. Clint Scales fires. It's short. Rebound by Anderson. Lightning looking to run. Maxwell finishes emphatically at the one-hand jam. And that's 215 pounds from Iona.
Yeah, and they're being generous at 215. He's bigger than that. That's for sure. But he's 2 1/4. He's strong as can be.
And Marcus Capers mentioned Anthony Stover of the St. John Millrats, the Defensive Player of the Year from the University of California, Los Angeles. Their combines. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, we're going to be in 30 cities throughout North America. A couple of them in Canada. And
Anderson knocks down a 3.
5th and 26th, and it just goes from there every weekend. And we'll see over 1,000 young men, and we're going to continue to make this league stronger and stronger and better known all over North America. And so many great players out there that it's just a matter of time until we find somebody that's going to get something done. I mean, you know, you got Gibson and
between the shot and game clock. Under 10. He's got to go. They got to hurry. Nice alley-oop and emphatic finish with 2 hands. Beautiful play drawn up by Coach Julius as it was bang on, perfected, and Johnson nails the triple. So just when you high off the window, can't get it to go. Good close out defensively in the lane, and the Lightning come back the other way. Okori inside the Capers, and he flushes it with 2 hands.
Marcus Capers.
Capers now. Back to Okori. Corey inside to Anderson. Anderson trying to back down. Johnson fadeaway's no good. Capers there with the putback.
Capers, Johnny on the spot.
Capers.
And a lot of his points are just off the garbage buckets.
2-point game now. Gibson fires and bang, and he knocks down another triple.
And that's far from I put together after the show, after the game. Insights galore.
And that's located on the legs as Johnson knocks down the mid-range jumper. Seconds now on the shot.
7,
excuse me.
That's why you got me here, buddy.
Scott, spin move in the lane. Teardrop.
Wow.
And it goes.
Wow.
Beautiful move. Beating the coming off the bench at 17 points per game. 6'2", 175 pounds.
Mr. Glover.
And Glover with the
putback.
Coming off the screen, closely guarded by Maxwell. Tricky dribble between the legs, inside the Glover. Glover spinning and finishing off the window. So it's turning into the.
Yeah.
So the officials on the night know the importance of this game number 2.
Absolutely.
Letting them play.
Joe
And Friesen fires again and bang!
Big
and he connects.
They've done their job. Considering all the chippiness and the physical play.
Hunt knocks down both, and an emphatic finish at the rim, connecting once again at 18 for Cal Hunt. Scott racing back the other way with the quickness. Inside the Maxwell. Maxwell couldn't get the first one to go, but he gets the tap back
He
to
doesn't
go as
give
well.
up.
Gets a screen from Hunt. Hunt rolls back towards the rim. Clint Scales fires and bang!
Pops it.
And he connects from
Big
Sydney. No, but in the defense.
Johnson.
Misses. Rebound by Johnson.
Rebound.
Williamson on a run out and an easy deuce and layup. The easiest point he's got. Johnson now bottled up in the Hunt. Hunt double
2 seconds on the clock. They got to recognize it.
And Hunt with a good job of spinning away from that double. Clint Scales crosses the timeline. Closely guarded by Anderson. Swings it to Gibson. Gibson fires.
Bam.
Bang! And he connects once again.
He wanted that one.
Rims out as Ward grabs the rebound. Wright coming back the other way. Wright with the left hand.
Great move by Akeem Wright.
And a rare make on the night. Clint Scales. Closely guarded by Wright. Takes him off the dribbles. Friesen. Bang!
Joe Freeze.
Connects
Joe
from
Freeze
downtown.
with the big 3. Go down 2 games to nothing. Going to London for 3.
Scott with the inbound. Finger rolls no good by Anderson, but he gets the putback. 21.5 seconds left now in the 4th. Dangerous pass, but it's corralled. Alley-oop and finish at the rim with the exclamation point.
That is it. That is it, folks.
Connection between Betterman and Hunt.
Again, you know, you leak out.
And a response by Williamson on the oop.
A little too late. This series is all tied up at 1, so why not do it again?
Back-to-back hoop showtime by the Kings. And we still need the inbound to make this game official. And there it is. As Betterman has it and dribbles out this game in the fourth as the Canes even up the series 1-1, heading back for games number 3, 4, and 5 as they capture this number 2. And we